Jennifer Dyer was an accomplished studio artist starting in 1976. Jennifer was born in Blind River, Ontario, and spent her first few years in Sudbury before she and her brother Richard were brought to Athens, Tennessee by their parents, Dick and Elsie Dyer. She graduated with honors in creative design and independent studies program from the University of Tennessee in 1976. Dyer also studied jewelry, off-loom weaving, on-loom weaving, filmmaking, and more. Jennifer is best known for her original sculptural baskets. She taught basketry classes nationally. She designed award-winning logos, and she was a published writer. She painted murals, signs, and watercolors. She also developed interpretive exhibitions for the U.S. Forest Service and the National Park Service, among others. Her creative skills were probably handed down to her from her mother, who made all their clothes, socks, and even made upholstered furniture. Dyer said that her mother always had a needle in her hand working on something. Her mother taught her that anything she wanted, she could make. This philosophy was probably the foundation of Jennifer's desire to use the natural world around her for materials and dyes. You will see various mediums in the exhibition that Jennifer liked to use. Honeysuckle is one of those mediums. Dyer worked with kudzu and even rattan, which grows in the rainforest. She experimented with aluminum flashing and crocheting rope. She also used Montana red osier dogwood as a medium. Dyer preferred to use natural fibers that she collected herself. She stated that collecting is the more natural way. It connects me to the basket. At one point, she had honeysuckle vines growing throughout her backyard. Jennifer's woven works won national awards and honors. They are published and were exhibited in numerous invitational national exhibitions. She was televised in her local areas and on the Travel Channel in a series titled Appalachian Stories in the Two Twine and Vine segment. One of her career highlights was being commissioned to weave a hot air balloon basket that was used in the large stage production for the 1996 Miss Teen USA pageant. Jennifer didn't become a master basket weaver overnight. She worked as a carpenter, a secretary, and in a group home, all while practicing her weaving skills. Much of Jennifer's work was inspired by the Mobius strip, the spiral form, and by events in her life. The Mobius strip fascinated her, the form that circles and is never ending and never beginning. The weavings turn upon themselves like Mobius strips, optical illusions you can hold in your palm. Jennifer's baskets sometimes straddled the divide of form and function. Some of her baskets were traditional in appearance and in function. Others were sculptural works of art. Dyer tried to make each basket unique so her creativity would not get stifled. She enjoyed making pieces that her heart, mind, and hands went into. Each piece took a lot of time as she would sit and look at it, walk away, and then come back to it a couple times before she finished it. Her smaller sculptural basket forms were inspired by the round and circling shapes of a basket. Dyer imagined the basket to be holding a person in its arms. The theme of hugs isn't about whether they are tight or loose, but more about the way the hug feels around you. Dyer began teaching her craft and found great satisfaction watching the light come on in people's heads when they suddenly understood a concept. She taught at Aeromont School in Gatlinburg and in other art centers in Jackson Hole, Taos, Seattle, and Athens, Tennessee. One article stated that Jennifer was an energetic artist who wears a sunny smile and has a deep passion for her work. Dyer responded to the journalist by saying, "My work brings out a quiet side. It's a deeper side of me. Deep inside me, there is a quiet side. There's a little old lady inside of me, I guess." Jennifer was married to Wayne Strevel and lived in several areas of the United States. Wayne has donated and secured many of the baskets in the exhibition you see here today.